In every era, crime evolves. In the future, it just wears better suits and charges more for disappointment. Welcome to TekLords, where organized crime organizes everything except its own emotions. Welcome back to Crossworlds Review, the sci-fi podcast exploring cyber-noir futures, questionable decisions, and the comforting realization that humanity remains consistently chaotic across centuries. Today, we enter William Shatner's second TekWar novel, TekLords, a story where crime syndicates embrace new technologies, new hierarchies, and new ways to ruin Jake Cardigan's week. In TekWar, Jake only wanted peace. In TekLords, he learns peace requires paperwork, and criminals don't fill out forms. In the world of tech, criminal empires do not hide in shadows. They run neon-lit towers, own media outlets, and probably sponsor sports teams. The TekLords are the ruling class of the tech underworld, a futuristic mafia with better publicists, worse temper control, and a business model that involves addicting society to VR nightmares. These syndicates control tech distribution, protection networks, and enough politicians to fill a modest theme park. Their motto might as well be, "Why break the law quietly when you can do it with style?" Meanwhile, Jake Cardigan, former cop, forever exhausted, tries to build a new life after proving he was framed. A normal job, a stable existence, and maybe a quiet dinner. Naturally, none of that happens, because TekLords have plans, big plans, and as always, Jake's life is the perfect target practice. The story escalates quickly when Jake's son, Danny, goes missing. In a world full of high-tech threats, disappearing is remarkably easy. What's difficult is finding people who actually want to be found. Authorities suspect tech involvement. Jake suspects everyone. Sid Gomez suspects Jake is about to make terrible decisions, which is the safest bet in the series. For Jake, the kidnapping shifts the story from cyber-noir mystery to personal vendetta. He's not just clearing his name, he's fighting a war with an empire. A Polish deadpan observation. Oczywiście, dopiero co się odmroziłeś, a już dziecko porywają. Życie. Of course, you just thawed out, and already they're kidnapping a child. 2023. That's life. Jake dives into the criminal underworld, chasing leads through dangerous tech dens, abandoned corporate labs, high-rise hideouts, back-alley circuits of illegal VR experiences. Every door opens onto a new threat. Every clue circles back to the TekLords. Every suspect lies. Even the honest ones lie badly. TekLords operate like a merger between a startup, a cartel, and a dysfunctional family dinner. This segment of the narrative dives deep into their internal politics. Jake uncovers 1. Power struggles. TekLords fight each other almost as much as they fight law enforcement. 2. VR-based extortion networks. When the mafia weaponizes technology, creativity increases while ethics vanish. 3. A conspiracy tying multiple syndicates together. The TekLords aren't just expanding, they're consolidating, planning a unified criminal empire large enough to rival governments. Jake must navigate smart villains, dumb villains, villains pretending to be smart, and smart villains pretending to be dumb. It's exhausting, for Jake and for us. As Jake gets closer to the truth, TekLords deploy every tool available. Assassins, drones, cybernetic enforcers, lawyers, the most terrifying of all. Jake and Sid race against time, encountering tech-laced traps and VR illusions designed to disorient and kill. Think of it as escape rooms, but if the designer hated you personally, the confrontations escalate in style and danger. Rooftop chases, holographic ambushes, simulated interrogations, explosions that absolutely violate city code number 47B-330, no detonations before noon. Eventually, Jake reaches the heart of the TekLord conspiracy and confronts the faction responsible for Danny's disappearance. The final clash is classic TekWar, morally compromised villains, emotionally compromised hero technology, compromised by budget cuts. Jake rescues his son. The enemy empire fractures, and Jake limps out victorious in that special, I regret surviving way. TekLords builds on the first novel's foundation, expanding both world and stakes. 1. Organized crime in a digital age. The novel predicts how technology would make syndicates more powerful, efficient, and annoying. 2. Family as motivation. Jake's anger is not heroic, it's parental. A very Polish flavor of "Nie ruszaj mojego dziecka, bo będzie wojna." Don't touch my child, or there will be war. 3. Corruption grows alongside innovation. The future doesn't eliminate crime, it just makes it easier to automate. 4. Individual versus empire. Jake is one man. The TekLords are dozens. Technology evens the battlefield by making everything worse for everyone. TekLords feels strikingly modern. Tech-enhanced crime, cyber manipulation, private corporations acting like nations, criminal branding, digital ecosystems designed to trap users. It portrays a future where crime syndicates understand human behavior better than governments do, a prediction that aged suspiciously well. Jake's relentless perseverance cuts through the chaos, showcasing noir's central truth. A determined individual can disrupt powerful systems, usually by accident. TekLords takes the TekWar universe and expands it, deepens it, and throws Jake into a more personal, more dangerous battle. It raises the stakes without losing the series' signature bleak humor. By the end, Jake has saved his son, dismantled a criminal coalition, survived an exhausting amount of violence, and absolutely won no awards for stress management. TekLords shows us that in the future, im większa technologia, tym większy bałagan. The more technology there is, the bigger the mess. And honestly, that checks out. Thank you for listening to Crossworlds Review. Join us next time for Episode 3, Tech Lab, where science attempts progress and instead creates the usual disaster. Remember, the future may be bright, but that's usually just the neon reflecting off smoke.